Want to learn about classroom management? Come follow us!
Hi, I was wondering if you can tell us about classroom management.
What's classroom management?
Did someone say classroom management?
Classroom management is when a teacher creates a safe and comfortable learning environment while establishing relationships through effective instruction.
Students learn by the teacher responding to the academic needs of the individuals as well as the class as a whole. It fosters a sense of ownership by all students.
It promotes teachers to work collaboratively with the students to develop behavioral skills. It encourages teachers to evaluate their own beliefs on culture and to treat all students as equals, which promotes professional growth.
Classroom management! Yeah!
All the weird people play over there. If you don't go over there, I'm going to punch you.
Savannah, Brayden told me you were being a bully to him. What do you have to say?
Sorry, Brayden. That was okay. Okay.
I was wondering if you had any tips for us about how to prevent bullying.
Well, I recommend that you do more character ed lessons in the classroom, maybe during snack or a free moment of time, because if the students are more aware of bullying and know what bullying is, they'll be able to report it to you.
We're at Piedmont Elementary School talking with Ms. Ledbetter about classroom bullying.
Because our children are younger at the elementary school, we decided to address it from a positive standpoint. We adopted our motto to be, it's cool to be kind, and we did cool with a K so that they would remember, the K. Have a child that reports to a teacher that there's any problems, or a parent that calls and says, that their child's having any problems, then they fill out the forms and it's investigated through the administrations.
In your classroom, what is the importance of a safe environment?
In my classroom, safety has to be a priority because I've got different children, all with different disabilities, and so safety is very important. It's very important because there's some children that are walking around and some in their wheelchairs, and there needs to be a safe pathway from getting from one transition to the classroom to the next, and for us to provide that safe environment is just a top priority.
How do you create a supportive environment?
In my classroom, a supportive environment is very important. And how I provide this is by trying to provide praise and success for the students. Like for instance, when they've done a good job on something, even something very small, I'll clap for them, I'll give them a hug, I'll say great job to that student. And also, I want success, I want just the smallest success for them. And so when they do that, I make them feel like they've really climbed a mountain and done a great job, and they feel success and they feel good about themselves. And this is how we provide a supportive environment.
Can you give us any tips for altering unproductive student behavior?
Yes, here is a worksheet for routines that help the children with what's expected of them. Like to help out, like do your chores or clean up after yourself. And for their own behavior is to get up on time and to get dressed on time and ask before you borrow anything. And manners, always smile. Try a morning smile and like thanks for the ride, have a nice day, and respect others.
Okay, now can you give us any tips for encouraging positive behavior?
You should just stay calm and use a calm voice and set an example. Actions speak louder than words. And have patience. A little goes a long way.
Classroom management!
Now here are 5 tips on student motivation and academics.
Tip number 1, ensure that your students can
see how the subject matter is relevant to their life.
Tip number 2, offer incentives for completed homework and completed class goals.
Number 3, build good relationships with your students.
Tip number 4, create a positive classroom environment.
Tip number 5, create an atmosphere of high expectations, both behaviorally and academically.
Surprise others by performing random acts of kindness.
Be the best person you can be.
Be positive and enjoy life.
If you believe it is possible, it is possible.
Learn from your mistakes and move on.
Focus on the good in your life.
Stand up for what you believe. Thank you for joining us on our journey through classroom management.
I hope you learn how to create a supportive environment and increase student motivation.
Alter student behavior and tips on bullying.
Thanks for joining us.
I hope you had fun.
See you next time.
Bye.
We got back in.
2, 1, go.
Want to learn about classroom management? Okay, let's stop. The more that you read, the more things you know, and the more that you'll learn.
A safe environment, for instance, they need to be watched. And it's a good job to that child, and also, and I got these kids doing
For me, classroom management is making sure your classroom is well managed, and your kids always behave, do their work, and do not cause any disruptions during class.
What is classroom management? Classroom management is creating a safe and positive environment
For the children in class, so where they can learn freely.
While the teacher creates healthy relationships with parents and students.